Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be another meal prep video. Now, if you've been following me, you already know I love to meal prep because it helps me stay on track during the week. If you are new here, my name is DeeDee. Welcome. I've lost 95 pounds following a low carb way of eating. And on my channel, I share everything about my weight loss journey. I share habits that I'm building that fit into real life. And I share my meals and my recipes to hopefully help some of you that are out there that may be on a similar journey like me. Now, lately, my journey has been shifting just a little bit. I made some minor tweaks. Now, my focus is still to make sure that I'm maintaining my weight loss. However, I have also been focusing on hormonal health, gut health, digestion, fiber, and just making sure that I am getting the right nutrients in my body. So in today's meal prep, you'll still see similar foods that I've eaten before. I'm still eating my protein, my vegetables. I'm just sprinkling in a little bit of carbs each week. So on today's menu, we have some oven-baked juicy tenderloins. We have some ground turkey crumbles that we're gonna use in a lot of different things. We also have some air-fried salmon that I'm doing a different way today. So stay tuned for that. For the veggies, we have some mixed vegetables that I sauteed on the stove, a lot of goodness up in there, and we have some sauteed broccoli. Now, as far as the carbs, we just made some brown rice for this week. I love the fact that I can mix and match these ingredients for the next 4 to 5 days. And at the end of the video, I'm actually gonna share with you the different meals that I plan on making with these ingredients today. All right, y'all, it's time to get to cooking. Let's jump right into this meal prep. We're gonna start off with these chicken tenderloins. Y'all, I've already rinsed them and I've taken out the tendons. And now all I'm doing is drizzling just a little bit of olive oil and I'm adding in my staple seasonings. I'm also adding in some parsley flakes and then we're just gonna mix everything up just to make sure that every piece is coated. Y'all, what I did was just place all of my staple seasonings into one jar: Creole seasoning, salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. And then that's what I use today. But of course, you can use whatever seasonings that you like. Chicken tenderloins are one of my favorite proteins because they cook so quickly, y'all, and they're so versatile. You can always place them in a bowl, you can use them in a mason salad jar, or you can eat them alone with some dipping sauce. So I placed them on this baking sheet, put a little bit of parsley flakes. We're putting them in the oven on 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Now we're moving on to our salmon. Y'all, we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm adding some Dijon mustard and I'm also adding some maple syrup, the sugar-free kind, of course. So I just wanted to have that little honey, maple, and Dijon mustard taste. I've done that before a while ago and I decided to do that today. Now all I'm doing is portioning out the little dipping sauce or whatever that's called that I'm placing on this salmon just to make sure that every salmon fillet is fully coated. And now we're gonna go ahead and just season it. I'm adding a little bit of garlic powder. I'm also adding a few pinches of salt. I'm adding some black pepper. And of course, you know, for the color part, we wanna add a little bit of paprika. And that's it, y'all. We are headed over to that air fryer. I'm carefully placing the salmon pieces in. I don't want them to be lumped together too much, so I'm just placing 2 pieces in each air fryer basket. We're gonna put it on 390 degrees and we're gonna start off on 9 minutes and then we'll check it out. All right, y'all, I've checked it out. I did add 2 more minutes. So this salmon actually was cooking for 11 minutes total. And that's what it looks like, y'all. Nice, crispy, and it smells delicious up in here. All right, let's go ahead back to that oven and check on those chicken tenderloins. They are done after about 22 minutes in that oven, and that's what it looks like, y'all. They are juicy, they smell good as well, and I can't wait to eat them this week. Okay, now we're moving on to our last protein. Today we are having some ground turkey, some lean ground turkey, so it doesn't make as much juices, and that's the reason why I added that olive oil spray before adding that ground turkey in. So all I'm doing here is breaking up that meat. Ground turkey is another protein that I love because it is quick and you can use it in so many ways. And this is why ingredient prepping is working well for me because I really don't feel like I'm being boxed in whatsoever. All right, while that ground turkey is getting a little bit of color, I'm getting started on my rice, y'all. I placed a little bit of butter into that saucepan, and it's gonna go ahead and boil up. I'm coming back to that ground turkey, and I'm breaking those pieces up, y'all, and it is basically time for us to go ahead and season this up. I'm doing the same thing, adding my staple seasonings, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and mix everything on in just to make sure that ground turkey has its flavor. Our ground turkey is almost done. The color has changed, but I noticed there's a couple of pieces in there that still need a little bit of time. We're gonna allow it to get some more color for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my rice. All right, y'all, I got started on the rice, and now our ground turkey is complete. This is what it looks like, y'all. It smells so good, but it's nicely seasoned, nicely browned. We'll put that to the side. And our rice is ready to be covered up so it can continue cooking. So we're gonna do that and move on to our veggies. Y'all, we have broccoli today, and I love frozen veggies because of the convenience. But when I went to the grocery store, I apparently wasn't paying attention because I got a bag of broccoli spears and a bag of broccoli florets. That wasn't the intention, but that's all right because we're gonna make that today, okay? I'm making it a little bit different too. I just placed everything on that sheet pan and we're putting it in the oven on 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Now we're moving on to our other veggies. I've steamed this in the microwave. I've added a little bit of butter to this skillet, about a tablespoon, and then I'm just placing it right on in. So you know it's already been steamed, it's already been cooked. All I'm doing here is just letting it crisp up a little bit, get that buttery flavor up in there. And then I also want to season it to make sure that it has some kind of taste as well. So of course, you know, I had to place my staple seasonings in there, okay? That's the flavor that I love. And these veggies are pretty much complete. I just spent about maybe 3 to 4 minutes making sure that it's nicely sauteed, and that's what it looks like when it's done. These veggies are good to go. I'm gonna place this to the side, and we're gonna go back and check in on that broccoli. Now, it has been cooking in that oven for 20 minutes, but we are not done yet, y'all. What I'm doing now is I'm adding a little bit of olive oil just to get that crisp factor. I'm also adding in my staple seasonings because remember, I love my veggies to be seasoned with every single taste, y'all. And then I'm just mixing everything up so those broccoli pieces are fully coated in that oil and that season. All right, we're gonna head right back to that oven and we're gonna place it in for just 10 more minutes, allow it to crisp up, and then after that 10 minutes has passed, this is what that broccoli looks like, y'all. Look at that nice roasted broccoli with those brown edges. And this is our full lineup for the week. We have our juicy oven-baked chicken tenderloins that are ready to be paired with something, y'all. We have our delicious ground turkey that's ready to be eaten as well, and our air-fried crispy Dijon and maple salmon. Of course, we have our roasted broccoli, our sauteed in butter mixed vegetables, and we have our little fluffy brown rice as well. Y'all, this meal prep right here is full of my protein, my fiber, and just a little bit of carbs. I'm ready for the week. Fam, we are done cooking. That took me about an hour and a half, but I feel really good because for the next 4 days, I am good to go. Okay, let's talk about how I plan on mixing and matching these meals. So for me, all of the proteins would go well with some broccoli and rice or the mixed vegetables with rice. But for the chicken specifically, I can actually make a chicken salad as well or make a chicken wrap. Same with the salmon. Now, ground turkey is a protein that stretches in so many ways. So in addition to the ground turkey with some brown rice with either the sauteed vegetables or the broccoli, I'm thinking tacos, I'm thinking taco salad, I'm thinking ground turkey lettuce wraps, y'all. So many options. And this is what I want you to take from this video. Healthy eating definitely does not have to be complicated. It could be simple meals like I did today. Just know that your journey can evolve and just do what's best for you. Okay now fam, if you are meal prepping this week, please drop it down below. Let me know what's on your menu. And as always, thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.